Live from Hollywood, California, it's the John Carpenter Walk of Fame ceremony.
The advent of time itself has a very interesting and organic way of allowing the cream to rise to the top. And either way it's discovered, that test of time is undeniably a dominant factor in the overall evaluation and level of appreciation of any career. And when it comes to John Carpenter's career, that test of time has resulted in a very, very large bucket full of cream. And it was churned by the hands of John Carpenter.
Hey everybody, welcome to a very special episode of Hollywood Night Heat. We're here on location in Hollywood Forever Cemetery in Hollywood, California. And these assholes are here too. And so is Burt. So sit back and enjoy. Hey, welcome back. We're here doing a special John Carpenter episode. Sad turn of events, and we're here to commemorate his life. What are you doing?
So, a rather somber occasion.
Rather somber occasion, but hey, the man was great when he was alive, so we're gonna honor him.
Here's to you, John.
Yeah.
J.C. Carpenter.
John, from Bowling Green's very own. You know, that's what happens when you play too much Call of Duty, smoke too many cigarettes, and
Drink too many pops.
What happens. Not much of a head of hair, not too much of a neckline.
No,
But,
not at all. But it was great seeing him finally get his Hollywood Walk of Fame star today, this morning, in Hollywood, California. Keith David going up there.
And the great Albert Leong, who went virtually unnoticed by the rest of his crowd, except us.
Dennis Dunn.
Rob Cunty, right?
Dean Cundy.
Oh, Dean Cunty.
Dean
Cundy.
Yes.
Cundy. Anyway,
Yeah.
and they were there to pay respects to the life and career of
John Carpenter.
Carpenter.
How old were you the first time you saw one of John Carpenter's movies?
I know I mentioned it at the John Carpenter Breakdown that I did see Halloween in the theater when it came out. My sister took me. I wasn't of age, but I did see that movie in the theater. So that was probably my first. Well, that was one of his earliest films, anyways. Because what else could I have seen? Dark Star in the theater?
Yeah, I don't
have it. So I could ask you what your favorite John Carpenter film is, but I know it already. But that sounds like Sherry Martel. Just a sexy boy. So I could ask you what your favorite John Carpenter film is, but I know what it's Escape from New York. But what's your least favorite? And don't say Dark Star because it probably is.
Why would I say Dark Star?
I just told you nothing.
No.
You just said it.
I would have to say Ghosts of Mars. That's the first one that pops into my head. At least Vampires felt like he was still trying. Back when he was full of robust seal and sperm.
I have to say, we are going to probably add some of that mentioned the ceremony that was just happened today. And they mentioned all of his movies, basically, and they left out The Ward. You know The Ward? I was saying that to you, and you didn't say anything.
Oh, I didn't understand what you were talking about. The Ward?
Yeah.
No, I never saw The Ward. Is that the TV movie he made with, what's her name?
I don't know if it was a TV movie.
I think it was a
Maybe.
TV movie.
But it was one of his last things he did.
Last?
Yeah, or later.
Before he kicked the bucket?
Yeah, it was definitely.
Wow.
Yeah.
The Ward.
The Ward.
Oh,
It was like a hospital.
Yeah. I remember seeing him like on set directing something. And I was like, oh, good. This is probably going to be for Showtime or something like Body Bags or some anthology series. But no.
Yeah.
No, I didn't see it. No, the one movie they left out that I was pretty peeved about was Prince of Darkness.
Oh, they didn't mention it.
Yeah,
That's right. That's
and
right.
that is one of my favorites.
Yeah.
That's like my personal go-to. I mean, just like The Thing is the better movie than Escape from LA, Prince of Darkness is like,
Yeah.
I love it because it's got everything from John Carpenter that I love. Everything. Except for Kurt Russell.
Mm-hmm.
You know, that would have been so much better had he been before he passed as well.
Yeah.
It's so sad they all passed today.
It's just like that. I didn't expect it, but
It's kind of hard.
you know, Kurt said he did what?
Five movies with the guy.
Escape,
Thing.
the two escapes,
Escape, The Thing,
uh,
Elvis, the TV
Elvis,
movie
okay,
Elvis, and then Big Trouble.
Oh
When was that? 87, 86?
yeah.
Whatever it was. I wanted him to be Indiana Jones. I wanted him to be the hero and not, shoot a freaking fake stone archway above his head and get
Hollow.
knocked out.
Hollow.
Yeah, it was fake, yeah.
No, I see. It wasn't until later when I realized that he wasn't the hero. That
Dennis Dunn.
Dennis Dunn was the
Yeah.
hero. Oh, is that why Dennis Dunn was there today?
Yeah, he was so
And he's
little
gone
and,
too.
and white hair. Yeah,
Yeah.
he
R.I.P.
melted like the skin off his bones as he was walking back into the Roosevelt.
And you know what's ironic? The only one left alive is Albert Leone. Crazy.
Yeah.
Anyway, but it took a minute for me to realize that he's the hero.
Yeah.
And
Jack's
Jack
the
Burt
comedy
is
sidekick.
the sidekick. But
Yeah.
what's brilliant about that movie is that he doesn't know he's the sidekick. I
Yeah.
thought that was a really great take. I mean, who does that?
When you
Nobody.
get
Have you ever
older-
seen that before?
When I get older, I appreciate that side of it. But
Yeah.
man, when I first saw it, I was just, I
Yeah,
liked it a lot.
But it all came back when he, with the knife at Lopan.
Goodbye, Mr. Burton.
I mean, it's like, oh, he is.
Well, yeah.
He did save the day.
Hey, he did. He saved the day. Yes, it's true.
What he did with the lipstick. I mean,
And that too, man.
So
the
great.
lipstick at the time. What the fuck? And now,
come on,
that's brilliant.
it is.
You know?
Jack Burt, me.
Who? Jack Burt, me.
Oh, he has to say that. Me.
Oh.
Yeah, no, that's my favorite. What
Great images in that film, like when they steal Mao Yin. Just that image of her in the hatchback,
Oh yeah,
tied up,
and that music sting, where
Yeah.
it's like a twisted, like. Yeah, it was.
It's like so many great just visuals in that, and comedy as well. Like him opening the door and like closing the view because they're all right there.
Yeah. I like the part when they
Maybe-
run into the Mystic Knight. Remember that? Come on.
What?
You know, when they run into the Mystic Knight. Girl, you better run.
Oh Jesus!
Come on now. Look, you know who sings that?
Yeah.
The-
Sherry.
The cattle. Sherry Martel. What is it? The
yeah.
Cadillacs? The pink Cadillacs? What's
Yeah,
his-
what were they? The John Carpenter and the Coupe de Villes.
Coupe de Villes.
Coupe
that's
de
it.
Villes, yeah.
Big trouble. Little China.
Hey, it's our audience. They're
Oh,
back.
We
Hey,
got a live
boys.
studio audience here.
Live
Sorry for the interruptions, but
They're a bunch of quacks.
I think they. You know what's crazy is we had this. We have a guy that comes out and warms up the audience before we tape, and these assholes said that Ghost of Mars is the best John Carpenter movie.
Can
So
you believe it?
we.
That was our joke guy, Slappy Seepage.
Yeah.
Yeah,
What's that?
Slappy Seepage. He's a local comedian around these parts,
Oh.
and he's out of work. But we gave him some work. Oh yeah, just let yourselves in.
Where's fucking security around here? The studio audience could just walk right on stage. Shut up. Let the bricks
Yeah.
take care of them. Where's Gene Herpes?
He's our video guy. Let's get
Well,
Edwin
Gene,
Smucker.
get Edwin Fucker to take those guys.
He's our
Yeah.
lighting guy.
All right. Oh, look. Another asshole.
Hey, though,
He's
buddy.
the cool one, though.
Get up
You know
here.
what his favorite movie is? We talked to him beforehand, and it was a Dark Star, which I was totally confused because, but then he admitted he loves pushing around beach balls. So, all right by me. I'll tell you what, the movie that I was most disappointed in of his, and I think you feel the same, is Escape from L.A. Right?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that was
Yeah.
the biggest disappointment. And I went back and watched it again, and it's got some elements like like Bruce
course.
Campbell. Like that's a cool gimmick, right?
All of his movies do have some elements, that make it worth. Oh, I gotta say, Village of the Damned, though, that one has got to be my least favorite because that one I saw more than once.
Did you?
And that one is, I think they spent their whole entire budget on Mark Hamill
Yeah.
or Christopher Reeve. I forgot he was the lead.
All right. Here's a question can you name a movie that you wish John Carpenter had directed, as opposed to any the person who did direct it? You
A
know what I
movie that John Carpenter should have
you wish.
directed instead of the person who ended up directing the
mean?
movie?
Yeah.
Oh,
Like he would
that's
have done a bang up job.
That's a great question. I would love to have seen him direct a Western, and I think Tombstone would have been awesome, directed by John Carpenter. Can you fucking imagine that?
You know, it's
'Cause
crazy that Val Kilmer outlived John Carpenter.
That is crazy. Actually, it's not crazy at all. Looking at, even though the throat cancer and respect.
Yeah, I could see that. That's
Yeah,
a
man.
good take.
That would have been fun. George P. Cosmatos apparently was a real prick on that set. And Kurt was the one who helped them out, when they were firing the first director, I think Kevin Jarre. And then Kurt took over the reins so they wouldn't lose money and started directing basically until George came. But man, if John had come, why did he call John his buddy? Because he wasn't doing too good back then.
Yeah.
I guess, all his movies were kind of losing their,
Well, yeah.
you could tell when he got up on stage today, he was just like, get out of the way, come on. He's like, oh, you're coming up a little early, you're getting a head start. Get it the fuck out, I just want to get out of here.
Get out of my way.
Wait. Thank you, Kurt.
Yeah.
I need to have another drink.
I got to play Call of Duty.
Call of
friends are
Duty's
waiting.
calling my name.
Little Johnny from Illinois is waiting for me to get online with him.
Yeah.
Anyway.
So what movie do you think it would have been better
I don't
with
know.
him directing?
Jeez. What's a movie I really like? Well, hell, The Warriors. That's one of them. But you can't.
No, you can't.
It's already
No.
done. But
Yeah,
I'd like
well,
to see his take on it.
like a movie that was a little disappointing.
Yeah.
We were just talking about Tombstone on the way over here.
Yeah. That's a great answer. 'Cause
And, because it kind of does feel like a TV movie that is now respected, like it's an epic, legendary Western to, at the top of the 100 best Westerns list.
yeah, I'm trying to think something outside of the horror genre. I can't, like would he do a good comedy? Like he can do, like Starman, where it's more of a love story.
Road movie.
And I bet he'd like to do something like that, get out of the horror niche.
Yeah, and then he just embraced it,
I don't
of
blame him.
course.
Yeah, he's like, remember his quote on the Halloween? He's like, you mind if I do another Halloween? He's like, just write me a check or something. He has that attitude. I don't blame him at this age.
Well, he's going to be doing the music for Bong Joon Ho's
Bong
next
Joon-ho.
film,
Wow.
From the Grave.
Oh, is that what his movie's called?
No, because
From the
John's
Grave.
dead now.
That's right.
So apparently he's going to compose it and perform it
Well,
from the grave.
작품에도 음악을 해주실 수 있나요?
Would you be interested in doing music for another film?
Because my plan is that my next movie is a horror movie. So
I want to do your score.
yeah.
okay.
So good luck to him and his dead body.
Yeah. So that's about it. So, R.I.P. John.
R.I.P.
You were great when you were around, and you're still great. And we hope you keep making great stuff.
Years
we're
and
gonna
years
visit
and
your
years
star.
from now.
And go visit his star. It's outside the Roosevelt Hotel, right there on Hollywood Boulevard.
It's looking right across the street at the Coffee Bean and Tea Leaf.
Yeah. And that's about it.
All right. Adios, Hollywood Night Heaters.